Here we're asked to find all solutions to the equation sine 4t cosine t equals sine t cosine 4t that are in the interval 0 to pi, including 0, not including pi. So let's begin like we would any algebra problem and try to isolate all the terms that involve are unknown to one side of the equation. So we have on the left side the sine of 4t cosine of t, and if we subtract and bring over the sine t cosine 4t from the right, we have this new equation. Now in order to reduce this, it would be nice to be able to write this left-hand side as just being a trig function of one single angle. And we can because this matches the angle difference formula for the sine. Recall that the sine of u minus v is the sine of u cosine of v minus the cosine of u times the sine of v. And so if we look at the relationship to the original equation, here u is 4t, cosine or v is t, so we have a sine of u times cosine of v minus cosine of 4t sine of t. So it matches exactly the angle difference formula for the sine, which means the left-hand side of our equation can be written as the sine of 4t minus t equals 0, or the sine of 3t equals 0. Now sine is equal to 0 when the angle is a multiple of pi, which means that for any integer n, which means that t is going to equal n pi over 3. Now we're only looking for solutions between 0 and pi, so that means that n won't be every integer, it'll only be certain ones. So if, for example, if n equals 0, that will give us one solution. If n equals 1, that gives us pi over 3, that's in that interval. If n equals 2, we get 2 pi over 3, that's okay. If n equals 3, we get 3 pi over 3, or just pi, which because we're not including pi, that's where our solutions stop. So any n larger than 3 will not be in the interval 0 to pi. So our only answers are 0, pi over 3, and 2 pi over 3.